Good morning. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another edition of the Morning Breeze, man. Always rocking with you guys, as always, man. Outside of me, I got my guy, Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, in the building.
That's right. Y'all know how we do on this show. Yeah, Jordan JC, fist pumping already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're excited.
We are
excited on this show this morning, actually. Chicago Bears got some really good news yesterday. Excuse me, as I'm so choked up about it.
Oh, my goodness. Are you good?
Begin to fall. We got our first second-round pick signed, and I'm going to tell you why, and George JC as well, why that's going to be good for the Chicago Bears here moving forward. Also, got a little bit of a Colston Loveland injury update. Want to talk about how we expect him to be utilized in this new Ben Johnson system. We've been doing our position group previews.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what. I'm excited about this one because off of that, the tight end position group has been one that you got to talk about as one that should dominate this season. All that and more on today's edition of the Morning Breeze. It's insane to say that we're already here in the month, but ladies and gentlemen, the date is 7/17/2025. Wow. 7:04 in the morning. And 2 days into 31, my knees are tired. It just don't bend as well anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, the knees are a little tight. Is that a pause?
You're already getting old? No, I'm just concerned. I'm a little worried, Pat.
I mean, chasing kids around.
Already?
Chasing kids around, you know what I mean? There's a lot of
get a newborn, yeah.
A lot of picking up the baby. He's heavy, he's massive, you know what I mean? He's an animal. Relentless Mikey says that was wild. I was talking about chasing my kids.
All right. Okay.
You bastages.
You got no kneecaps? Wow. That's all right.
F all you guys, man.
After 30 years, you kind of go down. I'm sorry to tell you. Welcome to the club.
God.
Welcome to the club.
I also did like the bad combo last night of like the homemade ramen with just throwing random stuff in it. So yeah, it's I don't know.
It's weird. I actually had ramen last night too. That's
Dr. Pops that acted like Tevin Jenkins hammies.
Oh
no,
what happened?
Hammies are good. Hammies are good. The knees just pop a little bit when I go down. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show. Love it. That like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do.
Come on. Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
You heard what she said.
Y'all heard what Su Yang said. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page, man. Every time you guys press the like button, a puppy barks. I'm gonna start doing that every day. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna start doing that.
It's actually a funny thing. Okay.
Every day.
Oh my God.
It started off here, George JC. First off, how you feeling, my guy? You good?
I'm good, man. Had a nice workout. Went to the gym early, so I'm wide awake. But hey, man, you don't get too down. All right, your 30s are your good years. All right. Don't have anybody calling you Pat the Recliner after a while. You're still Pat the Recliner. No. You stand up. You sit up.
Oh, dang it.
You're not old yet. You're still a youth. Come on.
Still very viable. Still very strong.
Yeah. Come on now. Represent the 30s well. We're all good.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I definitely am feeling old when I'm seeing them try to remake all the movies that I grew up on, and it's just like, we're still not very good at this. I will rewatch Jurassic Park for the second time last night. Nah, it's bad.
The new one?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Okay, I'm still.
They get that joint a solid C. Joel and them were like, "It's a B. It's a good movie." I was like, so much product.
I'll check it out.
The loudest Altoid chewing you'll hear in your life. It's like if Jordan JC was on the mic. Let's talk a little football here, Jordan. This Adam Schefter tweeted this yesterday, talking about the second round picks. He said the next big domino in the second round has fallen. 49ers second round pick Alfred Collins, the number 43rd overall selection, reached an agreement tonight on a 4-year, $10.3 million deal that includes over $9 million in guarantees and is now expected to trigger multiple second round pick signings per source. Until now, 30 of the 32 second round picks remained without a deal. Collins will have 88% of his deal guaranteed, a huge jump over last year's number 43 overall pick. Now, this affects the Chicago Bears in a great way because now you have a precedent to kind of go off of and be able to slot back in. This is a change to what the Bears probably were expecting, because having that much of your contract guaranteed as the 43rd overall pick is probably, you were trying to not go fully guaranteed contracts here, and you kind of end up being able to do that. But at the end of the day, it's still more than maybe you were looking to spend here. But I think now you have a precedent for the Bears to be able to go out there and set. Bears had Luther Burden, number 39, who's going ahead of that. I would assume he probably gets a little bit closer to that deal with the money, right? Probably gets right in that range. Ozzy Trapilo at number 56, probably a little bit less, but still good chunk of that guaranteed. And then Shemar Turner, number 62, Bears with 3 second round picks here. I would expect for us to start seeing the picks start to get themselves signed here pretty quickly. And we both praised Ryan Poles for this. The one thing that Ryan Poles is really good at, and really good at getting done, is dealing with contract situations. Now with the precedent here, do you expect this to kind of get done pretty quickly?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the feathers in the cap of Ryan Poles is, he does really good. He has good discussions around, contract, conversations and things of that nature. And so now that we've seen, like you said, one domino fall, and I think it'll get done, especially now as we come closer and closer to training camp. These guys need to make sure that they don't have any issues or any chaos going on beforehand. And so I expect Ozzy and Shamar especially to get a deal done where they get, most of their money guaranteed, like an Alfred Collins. Luther Burden, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think that will probably be the last one. I will say that it will get done. I think they'll do whatever they have to do to get the Luther Burden contract done. But I think, like you said, I think he'll have to be a little bit more closer to that fully guaranteed, like the other two who initially, I think it was Schwessinger and another rookie that kind of started out with this fully guaranteed deals that kind of put a pause on the second rounders. But I think Luther will be the last one, but all of them will get done eventually, and we'll be looking forward to training camp.
Yeah, I would expect Luther to probably I probably expect Luther to still be in the conversation of, well, he's the 43rd overall selection. If it's 10 point, whatever it is, I don't know exactly. I think his contract is $12 million. Like, give me 11. You know what I mean? Or give me 90% of my contract guaranteed. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, the one thing that I like about this is it gives the Bears an opportunity to get their rookies in here to camp, and not have anything hold them up. I hope this doesn't turn into the, when players around the league go look at Alfred Collins, it's like, oh, you were the one that crossed the line first. But to me, this is, I'm glad that somebody got the deal done. I'm actually glad that the Bears weren't the one to set the precedent on this. Like, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, let your players get the most amount of money that's possible. It's one thing that we've seen Ryan Poles do. He said, listen, if you want to bet on yourself, I am willing to pay you more for a lot of these players that have been here, right? Jalen Johnson and guys like that. If you want to bet on yourself this year, I'm willing to pay you more if we get to the end of the year and you have yourself a great year. Okay, all right, well, go have a great year. Jalen Johnson has a great year. Guess what? $19 million, which is still a team-friendly deal, but it's like, I would have been maybe at 17 or 15 for you before, and now we're at 19 and you've made yourself a little bit of extra money. The one thing that I love about this too is you've got a couple of rookies here who have the opportunity to truly go out and win jobs, and I think that's why getting these deals done now is so incredibly massive. But I look at Ozzy Trapilo at that left tackle competition, need to get that one done because, bro, you got an opportunity to go out there and win this left tackle
be
job.
The starter. Yeah.
Possibly be the starter. And then I think you look at the Luther Burden one, and you're like, you're expected to be the starter pretty much because you were drafted that high in the second round, the second pick of the Chicago Bears in this year's draft. And Olamide Zaccheaus is there, but like we kind of expect you to be the guy who takes that job from him. That's why you were so highly touted.
No, I totally agree. And actually, that's the one I'm looking at the most. I'm putting a nice little lens on Luther Burden because not only does he need to get the deal done to get in camp, like he hasn't actually practiced with the team as much as he needs to. He's way behind. And so comparatively to the other guys like Ozzy Trapilo and Shamar Stewart, I feel like Shemar Turner, I should say. I keep saying Stewart. Turner. Yeah. Luther Burden to me, like you said, he needs to solidify that wide receiver 3. He has the talent. Essentially, he could have been a top 10. He is a top 10 talent. He could have been a first rounder by a lot of people's expectations. And so, man, get this deal done so you can start acclimating yourself to Bears culture, get in the building, learn the playbook, get around your teammates. Let's go, because you're behind the 8 ball when it comes to all of those things. That's another reason why I think, even from Ryan Poe's perspective, that he probably is like, you know what, let's just get this deal done. Whatever you're requesting, like you said, if it's 90% of a fully guaranteed, let's get it done. If it's 95%, let's not, go back and forth for forever. July 19th is right around the corner. So let's make sure that we get this deal done.
Oh, it is. It is. I am preparing myself mentally to be in that building, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
I'll be up there.
Take some more footage.
Oh, it's going to be a great time.
It's going to be, oh, God, not that guy. Get that guy out the building. You don't want
to have some fun at training camp there, Caleb? I got a few sacks for you. It's going to be fun.
That's right.
I got to clip him actually just saying that. He said it in a press conference. I can fully do that. This is a sidebar conversation here, but I love what the second round picks have an opportunity to do here, and I'm very excited to get these deals done so it can stop being a story at all. The one thing that I am intrigued about, I don't know if you saw this yesterday. You mentioned Shamar Stewart. He's back practicing with Texas A&M.
Ooh, that is crazy. Yeah,
he might be going back to college, dog.
I've heard that.
So there is a possibility for him to go back to college. He'd have to basically, essentially not truly, but kind of sue the NCAA and say, I still have my college eligibility because I never played a down of NFL football, yada, 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 go through the process in there, and might actually be able to go back and play NCAA football, which would possibly help and or hurt his draft stock. I don't know if you could hurt his draft stock because he only had 3.5 sacks.
Somebody's going to want him when he comes back.
Bro, I would you let him go back? We've been talking about opposite edge. No, I'm saying we've been talking about, as the Bears, we've been talking about opposite edge rusher, opposite edge rusher, opposite edge rusher. If you're the Bears, if he holds out past, I think it's the August 15th date, then he can ask for a trade. If he requests a trade and basically says, I'm not coming, if he requests a trade, the Bears could come in and trade for him as that opposite edge. It probably will cost you a future, probably a second. I would think a second round pick. But
I don't know.
You may be able to get it even cheaper than that because the Bengals are kind of screwed right now.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's Shamar Stewart to me. Shamar Stewart to me seems like, production wise, he doesn't seem like he's the value. He fits the value of a second rounder back. I'm not going to have him come to the team and then trade a second or third rounder. I'm sorry. If he goes back to college and he re-enters next year's draft,
you won't get him.
I'd pick. I would love to pick him.
You won't
you're not getting him. Why not?
Well, because he's probably still going to be a first rounder. He's probably going to be better.
Well, we probably will need him, and we'll have a first round pick next year. We'll probably need him, and then that'll address the only hole that we have. I mean, if that's the route that we take, depending on our draft positioning.
But now in theory, you're taking him higher. I guess it's all based on how he performs.
Look, he better get more than 3 sacks in a dang career. I know that.
It's all based on how he performs. But like, if you could have traded a 2nd-round pick for him and had a year of development on him, would you rather have that than going into the next year and saying, "Oh, you got 6 sacks this season. Let me get a 1st-round pick for you now." Like, now you're drafting him for a 1st-round pick.
Yeah.
Like, my thing is you can get them cheaper, maybe even cheaper than a 2nd-round pick, honestly, because the Bengals are between a rock and the hammer that keeps busting them upside the head every time they see a defensive player. The Bengals see defensive players and they're like, money? Like, what is this logic?
You need to play for free. Yeah, no, I understand. That's a conversation that can be had. I wouldn't mind it if Ryan Poles kind of, is involved in that. If it drags out to that point where, and it looks like it will. I mean, if the guy is already going back to college and kind of integrating himself back with his old team, I mean, this thing probably is going to get ugly before it gets good anytime soon. So if that happens and he's up for trade, let's have a conversation. Let's get involved. I want to see what the actual trade value will be. If you're talking about a 3rd or 4th-round pick for getting another Shamar on this team, hey, let's get the Shemar brothers in the building.
Hey,
Jordan Turner, come on.
A couple Shamars
on the line. Shamar's on the line.
Shamar's on the line. Just the Shamar line. Get in there.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh God. I don't know, man. It's so weird, like seeing this scenario play. I'm so intrigued to see what's gonna happen. Like I'm not gonna lie. At this point, the worst possible outcome for me is this kid goes and signs with the Bengals. Because they do not value you there. Like, it may truly be better for him to go back to college just to get with a team that's willing to value him. It basically is like, if we cut you before your final year, we take all your guaranteed money back. What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
that's complete trash.
The Bengals truly are Ryan Poles without Ben Johnson in the building.
You said
I mean? Just F that line.
You said this a long time ago when this first came up with the whole Stewart issue. I applaud him because he technically is sticking his neck out there, and potentially if he goes back to college, this could open up more opportunities, as it already is with some of these contracts getting done now slowly but surely, where 2nd-rounders or more talented players are going to get fully guaranteed contracts. And the NFL won't take advantage of it. There won't be certain language in the contract where it's like, "Oh, you want this money? I should have been quicker than that. Now I can take it away." Like the guy with the pitching hook. I'm like, no. Players need to get their money. So what is Noah P talking about?
He said, "I'll offer them a Pat running back special, 2 Pepsis and a bag of hot fries." Whoa, Noah P. Whoa, I ain't say nothing about no hot fries.
Oh, that's too much.
I never said nothing about no hot fries. I didn't say that.
What kind of cheap owner would you be? Come on now. 2 Pepsi.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'd be an owner just like all the best teams in football. Just keep rotating these mugs up in here. Just keep rolling through. Rolling. Cloud Chase said he's sending them a 5th rounder for their 1st rounder. That'd be phenomenal.
That would be hilarious. I would do it in a heartbeat if they allow that.
Bears Junkie said a 2nd for his potential is worth it.
Nope.
That's kind of how I feel.
No Chase Claypool again. Don't do it.
No, because the thing is, he literally is what Dennis Allen wants Dio Odangbo to be. I mean, it's literally the same situation. You just pay $16 million to 1.
But Dio's kind of already had some seasons in the league where he's proven he can get.
Dio's played well. I'm not saying Dio's not that, but like, you're already kind of having that expectation on one player. I wouldn't be mad if you were like, let's also do this for this younger player that may get us out of this $16 million per year deal in the future if we could save some money on him. I wouldn't be mad at it, but let us know how you guys feel in the comments below. We got to keep the conversation moving along. We got a Colston Loveland injury update here, as Colston Loveland says he's feeling a little bit better. Heading into camp. We'll talk. Yeah, feeling a little nicey. We'll talk about that and more coming up next. But first, we got to hear a word from our sponsors that take a break. Aura. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching the show. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Aura. Have you ever done a Google search on your own
name. You'd be surprised what pops up. Your full name, email address, home address, health records, your relatives. It's all out there. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests just for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use that information to help them access my social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. It's really simple to set up. I don't have to download several apps or go to things like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft, but you can get all of that in one place with Aura. I get everything at one affordable price as well. You may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like leaving the front door locked while leaving the back door and windows wide open. For you to be able to take advantage of Aura, we got a special deal for you here today. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to my sponsor at https:/aura.com/the Windy City. Again, that is aura.com/the Windy City to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your information is being sold. Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we got merch. That's right. New website, new merch, all out. We've been telling you guys to pull up on us. Now you can at twcbreeze.com, where you can find out all of the latest stuff going on. What all can they find there, Super Producer?
Listen, you can join the nation, sign up to our mailing list, and be up to date for events and news. You can also visit the shop page and order merch, because we have t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got mugs, we got hats, we got all kind of stuff. So, hey, we appreciate you being tuned in with us. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube page and follow us on all our socials. Check us out at twcbreeze.com.
He's way too excited.
I
am.
For a bonus.
King Booker World cracks me up every time with that. He said, Aura, nice beach scene, relaxation, boat drinks. Merch, volcano eruption with an earthquake at the same time.
We got everything. Come on down.
Welcome back, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Just talking about Chicago Bears and hopefully us hearing some news on these rookie contracts here pretty soon, as the first domino has fallen. We also got a little bit of a Colston Loveland injury update there, Jordan JC, from
All right.
Colston Loveland himself.
Oh.
Colston Loveland was at a camp over the weekend, and of course was asked about, kind of where he's at in his rehab process. And what he had to say was, it's been good. There haven't really been live bullets flying yet. We'll know in camp once I get out there doing a lot more stuff, but I am feeling a lot better. I said, I know Coach Dre, his tight ends coach, has said to me numerous times how impressed he is with the type of questions that I'm asking at a young age, and that he thinks he's going, and Ben Johnson said this, and he thinks that he's going to fit in with what they do really well just in the walkthrough process. Hearing that Colston Loveland will be out there and is at least optimistic about being out there, I think is very big for this Bears team, because, listen, at a certain point, your top 10 picks got to hit. We got Caleb, we got Colston, we got Rome. At a certain point, your top 10 picks got to hit, and it's very tough if your top 10 picks are on the field for you to not hit. Yeah, I mean, like, it's the Colston Loveland situation. Again, another guy who has an opportunity to go out there and win a starting job. Do you feel like maybe that doesn't happen if he doesn't start training camp healthy?
Absolutely. I mean, you can't just overlook Cole Kmet that easily. And Cole Kmet said it as much in, I think, an interview not too long ago. He said, I'm a veteran in this league now, but, I'm still a young guy. I'm not the same as like a Jimmy Graham where I'm just trying to pass the mantle to the young person, yet I still got some good years in me. and he's still in his prime. So, Cole Kmet still is a very viable piece on this team. Can do a lot of good things for this offense. And so if Colston Loveland, again, as I mentioned with all the other rookies, including Luther, is behind the 8 ball, then he's going to have some catching up to do. You respect that he kind of is getting the mental aspect of the game, but you got to get your reps in. You got to actually be practicing and being on the field. And so I'm impressed by, the makeup of these guys. It looks like Colston Loveland is one of those guys that, he's trying to do everything he can to get prepared, even though he physically can't do every single thing because of the surgery and, him recovering right now. But hopefully, like I said before, hopefully by training camp, you'll see some progress because, as you mentioned, this is our top 10 pick. We need these guys to hit. We need him to be on the field. We need him to actually be a game changer going into this season. Caleb needs all his weapons as much as possible, and he is definitely going to be a nice weapon for us in the future.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's a ton of expectation on these guys. Like, to me, with Colston Loveland, it's not, I want to see him, kind of figure his way out and work through some things. Like, yeah, maybe the first week, but, like, I need to see Colston Loveland looking like one of them dogs out there, right? You took this guy top 10, and you took him over Tyler Warren.
You did.
You need to look like you are the reason that this Bears offense is going to start to move in the right direction. I'm not saying he has to be the entire reason, but at camp on certain days, it should absolutely look like, yeah, I'm able to come out here and dominate, because a top 10 tight end, while having a $50 million tight end on your roster, is a wild look. And it's a direction that, pre-draft, I was like, it seems like the Bears may go this way just because of talent level, but I don't know if this is going to be the best path for them. You don't. Ooh, that was weird. You don't want to be in another situation where you got the other guy. And that's how it feels with a lot of the Ryan Poles picks. We talked about that earlier in the week. There's a lot of really good players on this team, but then you start to look around the league and you say, well, that guy's an offensive rookie of the year. That guy's a defensive rookie of the year. That guy's a defensive rookie of the year. That guy's got a Super Bowl. That guy's dead. Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah,
you don't want
to list
be in that position again here, especially with Colston Loveland. I have high for Colston. I mean, you look at what he was able to do at Michigan. He was, that Brock Bowers, George Kittle type of tight end, but they didn't throw the football that well. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't. In fact, they didn't throw the football. And hopefully that kind of keeps up.
A lot of running in
defense.
defense.
The Vikings week 1.
Yeah, a lot of running in defense. No, I'm with you on that. And again, we don't want to be the team that again goes the other direction from maybe the good pick. Because as you've already seen in the image of me and how I reacted to the pick, I didn't expect them to go that route. If it was going to be tight end, it was going to be Tyler Warren. Yeah, I was completely blindsided by them picking Colston Loveland because at the time, I admit, I had no idea who this guy was. I'm like, well, I watched Michigan football and everything I saw, they were running the ball. Oh,
the same face.
Wait.
Same face.
You can't just throw that face out there and expect me to just keep going with my statement. I'm sorry.
No, I apologize. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, I think that's going to crush his career. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't.
It's not.
But that is everywhere. I'm just gonna say that. Sidebar. That is everywhere.
It is nuts.
That is very, very
it's insane.
However,
that's how JC was when he heard Colston Loveland instead of Tyler Warren. What?
Oh
no! Got a little catfish to his game.
Oh, you are insane. Anyway, no, I love the pick now. And so, hopefully this will come to fruition. I expect big things from Colston. Again, it's just a matter of making sure that he's past this injury. And I'm just tired of us always getting guys that seem to be hurt first before they get any better. That seems to always be the running joke or the running theme with Bears picks or Bears players. Is like they always got some sort of pain or problem or recovery from something. So again, I have full faith that Colston will come back and do what he has to do.
Yeah, 100%. Pocky said, I remember that, Pat. JC was ready to give up on the Bears immediately.
What do you mean? I'm going to turn on the whole team. I just didn't like the pick.
Like it.
What are we? Who do we bet? We had a bet going on for the first round. It was Will was it
I think
the offensive tackle?
Did Kid take it was like Tyler Warren versus the field or something like that? It was like
No, I mean us, our stake bet when it was me and you picked, I think, Will from LSU, and then I picked Mason Graham, I think.
now we both get steak bagels from
that's
from
right,
McDonald's.
the Dollar
now we
Tree.
go get
You said something about Dollar Tree.
I got a Dollar Tree steak for you.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, here's Hayes. He said JC lying, man.
What you mean I'm lying? What are you talking about? Get out of here, Hayes.
JC was crushed when we selected that mug.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, far from Ashton Genty. Jesus.
But no, very far from Ashton Genty. Hey, we got Ashton Genty at home. And Kyle Monunga.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Maybe.
Literally the same stature and the same thing in a bigger division.
It was a Dollar Tree version of Ashton Genty.
I mean, it's even Dollar Tree. Like, it wasn't 1,700, but it was 12. Yeah, I mean, like
Kroger
12
version.
ain't nothing to scoff at.
Okay, all right, fine.
Yeah,
I'm on the Manung guy train.
I'm a big Manung guy. You know what I mean?
Big Manung guy.
Big Manung guy.
Fine.
No, man, I'm excited to see what Colston Loveland is going to be able to do this season, and I truly believe that he's going to be one of those guys that we do look back on and we feel a lot better about the pick than where JC was on that day that the pick went down. I wasn't that mad at the pick. I was like a little shocked. I don't know if I expected Tyler Warren, so I was a little bit shocked, but hopefully we see this one end up turning out well. And to be honest with you, the biggest thing is just stay healthy. This camp is going to be different. And I think Bears fans, let me prepare you for something, because J-Mac has been talking about this for a while now. And he talked about what happened when Dick Duran came in versus when Lovie Smith came in, and how many pulled hamstrings and, tweaked shoulders and tweaked backs there were, because the work was just so different from what they were doing before. And he was like, Coach Duran, like, he made sure that we were doing our stuff, but like when Lovie came there, like, you did not stop running. That's how Ben Johnson is. There's going to be some injuries that pop up probably ahead of the season that are going to have you freaking out and losing your mind. That's probably just going to happen because these guys haven't worked like this in a while. I told y'all, when I went up to OTAs, when I went up to minicamp, those were some of the best practices I've watched since I've been covering this team. I've been covering this team since Matt Nagy was here. Like, those are literally some of the best practices I've watched.
You got to raise the bar. The standard has changed.
The standard ain't the standard no more. I'll tell you that much. There's no lungfish action going on around here. No time is brown.
Why you gotta put his picture up there? The man is a legend. He's the only person that won a road game out of all the you put his picture up.
I mean, 1 in 6 ain't good either.
First of all, win against Green Bay at Lambeau Field is worth 5 wins. I'm just gonna say that.
That's not how the records work there, George.
That's how I see it. That's how I see it. I'm just saying. I'm sure all Chicago will agree.
It does feel good. Even Jaquan Brisker. I don't know if you see Jaquan Brisker on Twitter. Jaquan was going at somebody came out and was talking trash about the Bears. Hold on, let me look at Jaquan's Twitter. One of the Packers
always
players,
active on Twitter though. Like, he's always
Jaquan going crazy over there. He low key might be a little crash out action.
He's just ready to play football.
He might have a little crash out action. Let me see if I can find who it was, or if somebody in the chat beat me to it. Rasheed Walker. Rasheed Walker was talking crazy. He was like, they got lucky. We're gonna remember that win. And Quan said, it'll be okay. Oh no, I can put it on the screen. I don't know.
He's talking to him like a child.
He's talking trash, bro. I love Jaquan, bro. He cracks me up.
Oh yeah, all day, every day.
It'll be okay. I have a nice bear for y'all so y'all can sleep tight at night. It's a gift from me. 2025 equals 1-0. I also hate bots. It's like, the bots got him. Jaquan, fight back.
There you go. I like that, Jaquan.
Hey, I like that. I love the energy that is being returned to this rivalry. And Ben Johnson did it. Like, Ben Johnson walked in the door and was like, hey, that guy whoop his butt all the time. 2-0, baby. Stop playing with me. I haven't lost to him. Never lost.
LaFleur is like, who is this guy?
Bro, LaFleur was like,
And it must. My favorite thing is when they asked him at the owners' meetings, you can see LaFleur. They were sitting like 2 tables apart, and it was like, what? Yeah, I don't know Ben Johnson, but yeah, we'll see what really happens this season. So I can't wait to see. I want a little Jim what was it? Jim Harbaugh and who was the coach in college that like tried to chest up to Jim Harbaugh, and Jim was like, "We can rumble, baby." Like I want just middle of the field, just like old WWE.
Oh,
they
I
just
thought
start punching each other in the face.
I went completely another thought. I thought you meant Deion Sanders versus like the guy back when he was with the
Oh,
Jackson State.
that was Eddie
That was
Jones. Eddie
Jackson
Jones?
State back in the day.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah,
like
nah, that same situation though. Same situation as
Basically.
Joe.
Yeah.
I want to see
that.
Ben just middle of the field.
Yep.
He said he could. What did he say? He can bench 420 A to A.
Hey,
Or not
that
bench,
leg
but he can
strength is
squat.
crazy.
Yeah, man.
The leg strength is crazy.
Just pick him up.
All your
shake
power
him.
comes from your legs. Yeah, LaFleur gonna be. Yeah.
Hold up. I got the perfect picture. I got to see if I can find this. This is such
LaFleur's gonna get dealt with. Don't play with us.
This is such a deep pull. I can't find the right picture. I'll find it. But nah, man, I need them to go out there and have a full on just Packer Bear fight.
Let's do
phenomenal. Let me ask you this: when you look at this tight end room overall and kind of where the Bears are at, is that a room that you're feeling confident in? Is that a room? I mean, listen, we've come on this pod many times and said that we would be fine if the Chicago Bears moved on from Cole Kmet. That we would be fine if they ended up trading him to get a guy like Trey Hendrickson back, to get a guy like, it's not just trade him to get rid of him, but do you feel like this tight end room is going to be one that you can be confident in coming out of this season?
Absolutely, because we talked about the versatility. You look at a Colston Loveland, he is in the mold of a like a wide receiver type of tight end. Cole Kmet can kind of give you a different look. He's a bigger tight end. He's the more traditional tight end. Red zone threat. Both of them can be red zone threats, going up and get it. I mean, you have that like dynamic duo that possibly we have in Ben Johnson's system. He looks to utilize 2 tight ends, and then of course I even love the backup, Drew Smythe, who is very good at blocking. Like,
you're
that's what he does.
guy.
I'm a Smythe guy, and Smythe is very good in his role.
Oh, mighty Smythe!
Whoa, where's that from? You be knowing
Bruce
all
Almighty.
type of stuff, bro.
Bruce Almighty.
I'm sorry, I don't watch that movie that much. I think I've seen it once. I've seen it once.
I've seen that so many times.
Yeah, bro, you be pulling like quotes out of nowhere. I'm like, this man is just a savant when it comes to quotes. But no, it's like I love the depth of the tight end room. I love the talent level of the tight end room, and I love the versatility. It's like we have one tight end that can do a multitude of things, another tight end that can kind of be a little bit different here and there. And so you're not getting the same type of flavor, and that's why I think it's going to be special, because defenses are going to have to account for, if Cole Kmet is on the field and Colston Loveland's on the field, we don't know if either one of them is going to be either getting the ball or blocking. Like, they can do those type of things where you can confuse your defense. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Cole Kmet on the field. Think if Cole Kmet's on the field, he's not blocking. By the way, this is how I want to see Ben Johnson do Matt LaFleur in the middle of the field here.
You got Tarzan? Hey, now that was my movie back in the day. I watched that about 1 million times. I remember that.
Just lift him over here, and then throw him into the crowd of Packer fans.
Yank. Yeah, man. I need to see it. Get this rivalry going.
Yeah, no, the tight end room for me, I think, is going to be one that Ben Johnson wants to get the most out of. I don't know how much 12 personnel he's going to run. I will say I think you've got 2 better tight ends than what they had in Detroit. Now I'm not saying better as far as Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta is the better tight end than both of these guys right now.
You mean combined?
But I think combined, the entire room. When you have a guy like Colston Loveland who comes in, and I think he increases the ability to block on this team from the tight end position. Watching his tape a little bit more,
He is more of a receiver, so I would assume that he's going to be utilized in that more than not, but he does have that ability to block. Cole Kmet just has to get better at it, and I think Ben Johnson is going to say, you got to get better at this. I'm going to force you to get better at this. You've got the body to do it. Now figure it out. I do like that you brought up Drew Smite, me, almighty smiter. But to me, we don't know, and this is something I think gets lost because everybody always goes, well, look what he did in Detroit. Well, look what he did in Detroit. Well, look what he did in Detroit. Ben Johnson said when he got here, I'm building this offense around Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm building what we do around Caleb Williams. I'm building what we do around this team. We could be a 12 personnel team to death. People talk about him in Detroit like he was just running 12 personnel every play. It wasn't the case. They did run more than most people, but it wasn't that like 95% of the time we're in 12 out here. Like to me, I think that you could see a lot more 12 personnel. The Bears could lead the league in 12 personnel this season because of the tight ends that they have. That could give Caleb Williams a lot bigger options to be able to go to. But also, you still got Rome Odunze, you still got DJ Moore, you still got Luther Burden to be able to utilize those guys. Colston Loveland in the slot could be an absolute dominant piece to have, but you got to find a way to get Luther Burden involved in there as well. So, like, I think for me, when I look at Ben Johnson and how he's going to use this tight end room, I think that could absolutely be elite this season.
It could. And just to shout out to Chad, I love Bears Junkie comment. His comment is exactly how I feel. The receivers in general, they're talented to the point where Caleb's first read could even be open most of the time. A lot of these guys are very good at route running. We know that was one of the strengths of Colston Loveland, is creating space. It seems like he's always good at just creating space, even for whether it be a linebacker versus him or even smaller DBs. Like, he's just very good at finding those holes in the defense. And so that's what I'm looking forward to, is you'll have a slew of receivers and a slew of players, offensive playmakers, that will be able to create holes that Caleb is just going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to dot him up here. I'm going to dot him up here. That's the hope, is that's how this offense looks.
It truly comes down to Caleb Williams now. That's really where we're at. Like, this season truly is, you got everything you want. You've got everything that you asked for. You've got everything that an offensive player at the quarterback position could ever dream of having. You got the best play caller in football from last season. You've got one of the best defensive coaches that can get you the ball back as far as takeaways go with Dennis Allen, right? You've got Antoine Randall to help your wide receivers get better. You got pass catchers on this team. You've got weapons out the wazoo. Yeah, running back room could use a little bit of work, but even DeAndre Swift is a weapon out of the backfield. Like you got everything that you could want. It is on you to raise the level of game and raise the bar, and on you to live up to being what you were expected to be when you were drafted, but now you've been given the opportunity to do so with the improvements on the offensive line, with the wide receiver room, I don't think Caleb had the best opportunity to do that last season. And so it's why you saw him not have a great season, but at the same time, still a really good rookie season, probably the best rookie season we've seen out of a quarterback here. So the excitement being high for Bears fans is supposed to be high. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at what you saw last season, some things that we've never seen from the quarterback position, and pair that up with the fact that you got tremendously better at just about every position, like, Bears fans, you're supposed to be excited. You're supposed to be excited.
Absolutely. Totally agree with that.
We'll see, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. By the time we get back in here tomorrow to finish out the week, I'll have Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur's face cropped right here. Sabor's kind of wearing Packers colors. Maybe I'll change the little spots on them to green.
Green, okay, all right.
By the way, I found a dude on TikTok that
boy, this is crazy.
Fully encapsulated how I feel about some of the Packers fans that be in our chat. Not you, Jimmy Hoffa. You're okay. You are a troll, but you're all right. You're one of the. That was gonna sound racist. Let's not do that. that's gonna be crazy right there. But it was this dude who was like, most Packers fans when I make jokes about him, was like, that was pretty funny. Hold on, his name is Mick Jackson.
Bro, go check him out on TikTok, bro.
Okay.
Bro, it's like most Packers fans when I make my jokes. It was like, haha, that was funny. Not accurate, but funny. And it was like 10% of Packers fans. And he had like this weird demented face. He's like, so you want to talk about the Packers, eh?
Like,
Honey, your hot pockets are ready.
Big, what's his name? Big what?
It's Mick Jackson, bro. Dog,
Mick Jackson. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
freaking
All right.
funny. I would play it
Check
on
it
here,
out.
but I don't feel like getting demonetized on this video.
Oh no,
Like,
don't do that. No,
bro. It's so freaking funny, bro. It was like, honey, your hot pockets are ready.
Shout out to
Hey,
all our
man,
Packers
check
fans.
that out on Twitter. Shout out, I think it's _ Mick Jackson, bro. Tap in with my boy. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. For Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, drinking out of a vase over there. It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bed down. One love. Peace. You're supposed to put that in a blender.
Hey,
It
man.
is the blender.
It is actually a blender. I'm kind of lazy. I just made it a cup.
You bastard.
Shout out to our JD fans in the chat too. We get a lot of Jaden Daniels.
Bro, did you see my video the other day? I was like, do y'all just come here looking for this or what's going on here?
Good
Like,
Lord, they got nowhere else to be, man. Appreciate the support, though.
are there no Good Commanders podcasts?
No, apparently not. Apparently.
Oh, by the way, JC, I saw this earlier. I don't know if I can find the comment, but Baki blamed you for the pigeons that pooped all over his car.
Oh, the birds got your pocket?
Yeah, the birds got him.
I don't know what you're blaming me for. I wouldn't send them your way. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I got beef with the pigeons. I got beef with the birds.
See, I think you've worked out a deal. Yeah, I saw no birds when I was at your house.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, they were quiet. They were quiet.